everybody, it's Joan over at Feisty. We've been very busy this past weekend, simply because, yay, we're back in business. We reopened. We are following all the guidelines that were given to us to reopen. So, yay, we're going to have outside seating, a little patio set up, and the distancing set up, and always wear your mask when you come here. And then once you start drinking, you can take it off. So anyways, that was making us pretty busy, or me pretty busy. But also, July 4th is coming up, and so we had to go through and bottle our red, white, and blue. Yay! Very patriotic. Look at the colors, right? Red, white, and blue. And look what I'm wearing. Red, white, blue. But anyways, so this is our yearly release that we try to release every July 4th. And sometimes we miss it just because barrels aren't ready, which then we will then either do Veterans Day to release it by then. We really try to push this particular product for, well, all year round, but it's a special release, so we don't have like a palette of these. It's very special. So the red, white, and blue is a batch that we will, every bottle that we have, $2 of every bottle made goes to rebuilding America's warriors. So that money will go to medical treatment for any serviceman or woman that has served our country and has gotten injured. So this is in tribute to them, to get them the medical treatments that they require. So the red, white, and blue is using red corn, white corn, and blue corn. There's no yellow corn, which is the most traditional corn that is used for bourbons. So there's none of that. But all corns are going to be sweet, but each of them have a very different flavor profile. So the red corn is going to be much more nutty, like hazelnutty in its character, and spicy, kind of like rye. So red corn's super fun. White corn is kind of starchy sweet. There's not a lot of character to it, but it's starchy sweet. The blue corn has an earthy and nutty character as well. So what's fun about this, the three corns, you'll get a layered effect on your palate, which is super fun. So we do this every year, and this is a straight bourbon, which means the barrels were the whiskey was in the barrels for 2 years. That is what makes it a straight. So actually, what's in here, most of these barrels are now 3 years old. Last year we had an issue with one of the barrels not being of age yet, and we had to wait until it was 2 years, and then we were rushed. We bottled it on July 2nd, right? But it was ready, yay. But so, yay, so we're early on this year. Yay, we're gonna have this out in the stores and ready to go for pickup or coming in, because now that we're open, coming in and then tasting. So what is the character of this particular bourbon? As you do your drive-by, because it's sat in the barrel for 3 years, it's going to have a predominantly really solid oak character to it. So here you will smell that woody oak scent, and then that's the underlying base scent, and then you've got your sweetness of the corn. Now the corn percentage of this is 75% corn, so it's 25% of each of those corns, and then there's some rye and a little bit of barley malt. So you do get also that corny sweetness on the nose. Tipping it to the side, we'll go from top to bottom. Bottom to top. Okay, so the corn is going to be up here, the rye is here, the barrel here. Now the corns actually do differentiate out on the scent. So it's starchy, sweet up here, kind of smells like a cornfield. And then you get right at the rim is the blue corn. So you get that earthy, kind of nutty character. And then goes into the red corn, a little bit more nutty character. The difference between the nutty notes for the blue corn is more like almondy, hazelnutty cross between. And then as you go into the red corn, it kind of goes like hazelnutty, but sometimes pecany, or pecan-like. Is pecany a word? Anyway. And then it gets a little spicy. And then you'll hit the spice of the rye, which has some sorts of peppery, spicy notes. And then as you go into the barrel, you're going to get some it smells like graham crackery with some hints of cinnamon. Brown sugar. There's a little bit more brown sugar than caramel. And I think I'm even picking up a slight hint of chocolate, but we'll see if I get that on the flavor profile. Okay, so those are the scents that come off of this. Let's see what it tastes like. Wow. So for those of you that love the oaky character of whiskey, this has plenty of that really heavy woody oak character. So it's very underlying and prevalent throughout the taste. So let's see if now I can push that aside and look for the grain character. Still getting a lot of wood, just different characters of that, but still good. Yum. Okay. Okay, so now the grain, which is mostly corn. Tip of the tongue, it's very white corn, so that starchy sweet. Going to the mid palate, with that earthy nuttiness of the blue. Moving into the red. So this is like amber waves of grain. Get it? Following the theme. Oh. So it's hitting tip of the tongue, middle of the tongue, back of the tongue with the corns. And then there's a little bit of rye on finishing through here, the beginning of the throat. But the whole flavor profile is backed by that oak character. But yeah, so it goes the white corn, blue corn, red corn, rye, and then the oak is throughout. That is the flavor character of this. And with the oak, you are getting that more brown sugar, hints of caramel. There's actually, it tastes a little bit more chocolatey than caramely. So even though I don't get that on just a slight hint of that on the nose, it comes through much more on the flavor. So anyways, so yay for July 4th that is coming up, and our independence, and come in and see us and try this, or go ahead and buy some bottles, because like I said, you're supporting rebuilding America's warriors and any soldier that was hurt in service to our country. So cheers and enjoy. Oh, drink responsibly.